Welcome back to another episode of Peter and Angela Play FTB Monster. Today we're gonna look at Mariculture. I prepared a work table and we will look at what we need. Mariculture is about the ocean, corals, diving, fish breeding, which I have not tried it, but eventually will do, and also about enchantments and jewelry, which is another part of it. So we're mostly interested right now into diving, since eventually I want to start an ocean base. The first step will be to build like an old school diving helmet, supplies, suit and diving boots. That's like what the first divers used for like in the Navy, like for mounting stuff together for repairs. There's like an air pump that you can either power manually or with some RF energy to bring the air down, and basically you're on air hose and can walk around a limited area. So let's get started. First we need the helmet, which is glass and some copper, the air supply, which is just leather. We need the diving suit, which is also just a couple pieces of leather. And then we need the boots, which is leather and some iron for weighing us down. And of course we need the pump. Let's see if I can find it. It's down there. Which is wood, a piston, redstone glass, and some iron wheels, which is a slab and some iron. So let's make some of those. Running out of space. And then the pump itself. So that's the recipe, and it's really easy. And you're gonna use it for another thing besides pumping air into the diving suit, but we'll come to that later. Now let's put this stuff on. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the energy. So there it goes turning, and now it supplies us with air. And you see the air bubbles get down, and when it's like 3 gone, it adds air again, or 4 gone. Yeah, there we go, it adds air again. So we can run around and can work his grid. And one thing that we will not find here because I rated everything, but what we would be looking for is oysters. Like these here that I collected and placed them underground, under the ocean. So, and steal some sand. The way those work is you right click to get the pearl out, and right click with sand and makes a sand grain, and eventually it's gonna be another pearl. It's random colored, so that would be the first part. Now if you look at Mariculture, there is like a whole scuba suit. Let me see if I can find there we go. It's the flippers, the scuba mask, scuba tanks, and the wetsuit. So the speedboat, which is cool. Actually, I can show you how to make the speedboat. I think I have the materials already here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yes, I prepared that, which is a glass pane, aluminium ingots, and a cooling component, which is iron and some wood. Let's make it really quick. And the whole boat. Why not coming after me? What am I missing? Let me try to craft it in the change closing. Let me go into the inside and craft it there. The work table. Missing something for whatever reason. Let's see, speedboat. And the cooling component works here. Oh well. So we're gonna put it into the water, get inside, and you press forward, and in the direction that you look, it's gonna turn into. So a little lag here. So there we go. And with shift you unembark, and you hit it with just hit it once, and it goes in your inventory. So that's the speedboat and the basic diving suit. Now the first thing, as I said, is collecting oysters. And you can also automate it with using conduits to put in sand and pull out the pearls. I made it, I think, too complicated. As far as I'm concerned, one block of water above the oyster should be fine too from what I read. I just built it like that. So we got a bunch of pearls already here. And yeah, the next thing what we would like to do is getting the scuba suit, because it has a scuba tank, which means you can just swim somewhere else. You're not relying on an air pump. You're just independent and can work underwater. And that's where it gets interesting. For the flippers, we need ink, neoprene, and hard plastic. The neoprene you make by rubber, pearls, and a bottle of natural gas. And this is where the people usually have the first problems, because the bottle, the empty bottle, has to be heat-resistant glass, which you make in a vat with quicklime and molten aluminium and a glass block. And quicklime is created by melting limestone. The problem is it only takes the Mariculture limestone. By the way, let me start heating this up. Hopefully it will not put it on top. Oh well. Gonna heat up that industrial smelter. I'll show you how to build that one while it heats up, because it's your main thing that you need to get started here. It's a multi-block structure with 2 times the same block. So let me see where it is. Industrial smelter. So we need 2 times this here, which is a heating component, a brick construction block, burnt brick, and that again needs to use a vat. So actually, let's grab some lava from the storage, and I'll show you that. Lava doesn't want it drum. Oh well then. Let's just take a couple buckets. The vats you create just with copper. Basically what you do is that shape, and you get that vat, which is basically the tool you're working in with different liquids. The amount that it says it holds is per liquid, which means a vat will hold, I don't know the exact number, let's see, what does it say in here? Doesn't say. Let's say when it says 5,000 millibuckets, it's 5,000 millibuckets of like quicklime and 5,000 millibuckets of aluminium and so on. So I think 5,000 is a vat. If you put 4 down, it makes a big one, which is 20,000. So if you have a recipe that calls for 20,000 of quicklime and something else, don't get worried. It will hold each liquid. Okay, this is slowly reaching, and you see you have like a max temp per piece and a maximum temperature that it can reach. I think it's for coal it's 2000. I think it's less in the old Stable 164 mod pack, where you need to burn natural gas to reach this temperature. But let's see, we want to build an industrial smelter. which is lava bucket, no problem. A fluid tank we can build. A heating component we can build. Where we get into the thing is the construction block, which means burnt bricks. And a burnt brick is taking a vat, pouring half a bucket of lava in there, and another brick or a full bucket of lava and a brick. So let's just grab this stuff and make it really quick. Have bricks in here. Let me go nether bricks so I can make more. And those vats probably can be automated. But again, I found it tedious, but that's maybe just me. Can I take this apart to bricks? Apparently I can't. Oh, I need to make another brick really quick. Brick, nether brick, nether brick and memory card. Oh, I can do that. There we go. Way more than we need, but whatever. We have so much resources by now that it's utterly ridiculous. I'm not even picking up diamonds anymore. Because sometimes other stuff is just so much more rare this second that it's more valuable to me. So put some lava in here, some lava in here, and some lava in here. And that should give us the stuff. So I put the bricks in there. You see it starts smoking, which is the sign if there's bubble and smoke that something's happening. We put in the second one. And it takes a certain amount of time, and it should change the color and the lava disappears because it gets used up in the process. There you go, the first one is done. Here too. You will work a lot with those vats. Let's see. Should be done in a second now. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So let's see. We said we need I have to put up in there. The tank, the lava bucket we have in there. Then we have burnt bricks. See, we need more stuff to build more stuff. Okay, the tank is glass with some wood and some copper. 2 pieces. That's not a. Come here. I'm missing the copper. I'm missing the glass. I should be more watchful what I take out up here. And then we need the heating component, which is made out of silicon carbide, which is clay, sand, and coal. So 4, 5, 6, 16. So with that we make the 2 heating coils. So I think we got everything. What are we missing? We got the bricks, the tanks, the 2 coils, the lava. What am I missing? Coils. Oh, the construction block. There we go, which is 4 iron bars and 4 burnt bricks. So let's see. Here we go. So you build this 2 times, and then you have the multi-block structure. Also gonna take the coal with me. So basically that's where you get all your materials together, and will not find a solution, or I could not find a solution without using that thing. So we're heating it up. It's on right now 306 degrees. So then you will find limestone. Get some. You will in FTB Monster find all kinds of limestone, but not the Mariculture one, which is where a lot of people were like, you have to cheat it in and change config files, and it's not necessary. It's absolutely not necessary. I saw some people play and did started cheating left and right, which I understand because they couldn't find a solution for bringing stuff in. It works without cheating. So there's something called the automatic dictionary converter, which I found when I looked at all the blocks that Mariculture has. And when you put like a thing in, then you can select what you want, like chisel or Mariculture limestone, and delete it. Just right click it, and this is chisel. Now I say Mariculture, and this here is chisel limestone converted to Mariculture 1, and that's the stuff you can melt. So this is the first where people were like, it doesn't work, and it works. And it says here the melting point is 825 degrees, and you get 900 milliliter buckets from quicklime from it. So this is gonna heat up and it's gonna melt. As you see, I made a shitload of this stuff already. So once you have the quicklime, let's see what we need for the neoprene. That's titanium, neoprene. So for the glass, we need heat resistant, which is molten aluminium and quicklime. I have molten aluminium here, molten glass, molten gold, fish oil. Okay, let's get some aluminium and melt that. Aluminium ingots. There we go. So let's pull out that. Kind of stupid sometimes the way they acts with the inputs, but it's just a minor detail. Okay, this melts even easier, so we could have got it earlier. So the quicklime, we're gonna take one of the tanks. Come up here. Just put it in, and the rest we're gonna put in here. And as I said, this looks full, but you can add like the whole same amount of other liquids. Okay, this is where we're gonna put in the aluminium as soon as it's molten. Now what else do we need? Hard plastic, which is Mariculture limestone in natural gas. So we cannot build that one until we get natural gas. So while this is melting, let's use the better one here. No. Let me go to bed so it's daylight. So natural gas comes in pockets under the surface of oceans. So you have to find it and then extract it. And that stuff is flammable. So you light a torch there, you got a problem, and it's gone. So let's take a speedboat and since unless it's close to an island, which would be like a surprise, we have to find something different to see a little better. If I remember right, we can make a snorkel. Where is it? I should have prepared this a lot better. I'm sorry, I have to apologize. Glass lens. 1, 2. And 2 glass lenses, and that makes us a snorkel. There we go. So jump in the boat, and off we go. It's a little bit laggy today. I think we're going about the right direction. I already scouted it out. There should be a block in the water somewhere. Oh, there we go. Now, fortunately, you can find the gas pockets really easy if you know what to look for. There is bubbles going up from the ground to the surface of the ocean. And what I do is locate them and then build a sand pillar and dig down there. and bring a pump and the containers, the fluid tanks, and get it out. So, see, gas. Now let's dive down there. Okay, do you see the bubbles here? That's a sign of natural gas just below. So, that's where we have to dig down, which would be not smart, just dig down there first. It takes forever, and I'm just gonna use the jetpack to fly back. And once you're down there, you have the problem that water will flow into there. Will follow you and be ugly, and we're gonna use sand to make our life easier. So, couple stacks of sand. And we got the pump. And we made the fluid tank for the pump that we're gonna bring, and see if I have some more empty fluid tanks. Bring a shitload. I don't think the 5 will gonna be enough. I think we can fill around 10 from one of those holes. So let us see so we can get some natural gas. So I'm gonna go down there and start it. We don't want exactly to go down there. Okay. Just drop down sand in the corners. Just like that, just to build it up. There we go. So, you can also make like the corner pieces here, but it's not necessary. Now, do we have tools with us? Of course we don't have tools with us. So let's fly back and get tools. So make us have a checklist, and it saves a lot of flying around, walking around, swimming around, whatever your mode of transportation is. So I really should have brought tools right away. But since one time I took the sand away, like from one of the pockets, to make it like look like nothing happened there. And of course I drowned and lost all my stuff, and then Angela came, and then she somehow managed to drown too. And it was kind of hilarious. We got her stuff back, I had to build mine again. So I'm quite good at losing my stuff. So let's head back. Should be there in a second. I don't know what's wrong with my computer. It really is not good at building up stuff again. And for some time I thought it's a server, but on Angela's computer, it is quite smooth. So let's get back down. I'm just gonna dig, and eventually we should find some kind of cave. It's probably gonna be dark there, and there might be monsters. Don't light a torch. Just don't. Should come eventually. Here we go. Sometimes you get some bad debuffs, like nausea and stuff. That's a sign that there's gas. I hope the gas is not too low. So, usually it's a small pocket, this time it was a big one. So we're gonna put down the air pump. And a fluid tank beside it. And if you can turn it, you know there's already something good happening, usually. Well, nothing happening so far. Usually my experience is if you can turn it, there's some gas there. Okay, let me fly further back down. No nausea. Oh, that's bad luck. Bad luck. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's try further down. Just to see. Maybe it could be just when it generated, when I came down. Could have just set on fire by the whole thing here. Oh. Okay. Hello, creeper. Oh no, actually it worked, see? Actually it worked. There is some natural gas in there, it just took a little bit. Oh. Did they blow up the pump? Or did I unmount it? Well, you get the idea. You turn the pump and fill all your tanks. Then grab the tank. Just with the pickaxe and then you head off. Take the empty tank with me. So, don't light a torch cause it will ignite and the gases go down and you get damaged and you might die. Okay, gonna come back later to clear this up. I'll just leave it here. Over there is Skull Island, which we will visit later on. It's a little island that I made some structures on. So, there we are. We now have natural gas. In the meantime, the aluminium should start to melt. That's perfect timing. Some glass in us. Okay, let me just put some stuff back so I have a little bit more space. That was the full ones. And grab some glass. So it should start to melt. That's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, that's the natural gas. Just put down here for now. There we go, we get some molten aluminium, which we put also into the tank together with the quicklime. Let's put it back there to get more. And as we said, glass. You see it's getting to make the particles. I'm sorry if I go too fast, just if there's question, write in the comments. Mariculture is sometimes a little confusing. But looking back at the recipe, where's the diving suit? There we go. We want neoprene, so we need a bottle to fill the natural gas in, because only those bottles will hold them. And this is 3 heat resistance glass for 3 bottles. And heat resistant is quicklime plus molten aluminiums and some glass in there. Some more glass in there. See, we already got the heat resistant glass out. And I'm destroying half the building. So let's put that back for the insurance notices. Okay, do we have some leftovers I can show you next? There we go. So when you have 3 or more of the glass, you just go like this. And you have the 3 bottles. Then you go like with your tank, and you got your 3 bottles of natural gas. So we have that, pearls and rubber. Do we have rubber here? That's cool. That's some pearls. Let's take the brown ones. Do we have no rubber here? Let's go get some rubber then. So rubber, let's take a stack and fly back. So there we go. We have gas, pearls, and the rubber, so we get neoprene. And then ink sacs and hardened plastic. Ink sacs is a no-brainer. Hard plastic is natural gas, and then I put 16 blocks of limestone, the Mariculture limestone, into the vat. Don't forget, you can convert it with that machine here, putting the limestone in there, and it gets whatever you selected here. So let's take a natural gas tank. I think both might be enough. You can use just pressure fluid conduits to, this one is empty, to fill it in. Extract, extract, should fill it in here. I think it was 16 that we're supposed to put in there. It's enough. I need a bigger vat. See, that's something I don't remember on top of my thing. 30,000 ml buckets. Okay, that's the big one. See, that's what I meant. It's the big vat. So let's fill this one. Insert. And here we're gonna say extract. Put some limestone in there. Okay, we need some more. That's 16. Might as well already take the other one. These are empty ones. Extract, extract. It's filling up. I put enough limestone in there. And you see it disappears and it starts with that stuff. Here we have some more heat resistant glass that got produced. So natural gas, that's got as much as I could from those things. Usually I think you get around 10 tanks, 8 to 10 tanks out of one of those bubbles. There is some other natural gas from a different mod. I do not know if they're compatible. We'll have to look at that. There is natural gas from Gascraft. I do not think they're compatible, but I will eventually look into it. I'll let you guys know. I'll just make a note. I'll make myself a note, so I'll look into that. I'll let you guys know. So this is still working. Takes some time. So hardened glass, yeah, hard plastic. And you get 1 out of 16 with 30, so you need a little bit. It takes a minute. I have some leftover hardened plastic. No, doesn't look like it. There we go. There we got hard plastic. So you keep doing that, and when you have enough ink sets, 4 of those, a neoprene, and you got the flippers. The wetsuit is just all neoprene. The scuba tank is some yellow dye, which you get from flowers, some sheets of aluminium, which I did with a rolling machine, but you can a block of aluminium with 9 blocks and use the blacksmith hammer from Mariculture. But again, the more easiest thing is the rolling machine. Let me show you. Obviously, do I have aluminium ingots on this? No. Let's take some ingots, which is a whalecraft machine, and I'll see. There's apparently I was working on something. I think I made some for Angela for her driving shop. So just put aluminium ingots there and take some out and show you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The rolling machine runs, and you got your aluminium sheets. And the rolling machine itself is not that hard to make. It's basically pistons, crafting table, iron. Really easy. So, get the sheets of aluminium. My inventory is full. Get that stuff out. Not gonna waste it. So basically the tank is easy to build like that. And the next part would be the mask, which is ink sacs, yellow dye, and plastic lances. And this is neoprene with transparent plastic. Neoprene we know we do with the natural gas, the pearls, and the rubber. And the transparent plastic is taking molten glass, 8,000 millibuckets, and then putting the hot plastic in, and you get 16, and that lasts you 4 hours. So basically you melt glass in there. I have some here, so I can show you really quick. Come here, molten glass. Let's take this wet here. The other one is still having stuff in. So we take the molten glass, put in the hard plastic. You see the particles here, so it's working. Let's see how much they say. It takes 5 seconds. There we go, transparent plastic. So now we got the flippers, the scuba mask, the scuba tank, and the wetsuit. The only problem right now is that the scuba tank is empty. There's no air in it. So what you need to build is a filling station. There's the air compressor base and the air compressor top. The base is the iron wheels that we had before at the pump, sheet of aluminium, and titanium ingots. And the top has sheets of aluminium, the cooling component, which we also had at the boat, a piston, and titanium battery, which also has titanium ingots. And that's where the people have the most problem creating titanium, which is a little bit complicated. So that's gonna be for next episode. And I hope you gonna come and watch the next episode where I show titanium. And have a good time till then. And I'm gonna go clean up the mess here that I just created and put all the liquids and stuff back to its place. See you next time. Bye.